What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Detroit Lions video. Now today I have for you a very special episode of Finding the Right Head Coach. This is a guy that a couple weeks ago, if you were to ask me to do an episode on him, I would tell you no, because there's no possible way that the Detroit Lions pull in this kind of a candidate, especially after he just retired a couple of years ago. However, in recent news and with recent rumors coming out that the Detroit Lions, of all teams, have been linked to Urban Meyer, have been in contact with Urban Meyer, the former Ohio State coaching legend, about the coaching vacancy in the Detroit Lions organization. So I had to make a video on it. Today, yes, we are going to be going over Urban Meyer as a potential coaching candidate for the Detroit Lions for the 2021 season. There have been rumors and news that the Lions have been in contact with him about the head coaching position, and it seems as though from everything that I've read, he is taking serious consideration into taking an NFL head coaching position. Now, before we get into talking about Urban Meyer, his strengths, his weaknesses, and his resume to be the Detroit Lions head coach of the 2021 season, if you are new to the channel and are enjoying this NFL content, please consider liking the videos and subscribing to the channel. It takes only 2 seconds out of every day to do so. It helps the channel out more than you can know, and I'd be greatly appreciative for it. But with all of that being said, and without any further ado, let's get into a deep dive on Urban Meyer and what he could do and what he could bring to the Motor City as the head coach of this team for the 2021 season. Now, Urban Meyer is one of the greatest coaches and one of the most recognizable coaches in footballing history. I mean, Urban Meyer has all the accolades. He has all the success that you could ever want out of a head coach. I mean, if you look at Urban Meyer's record, he has 187 wins to 32 losses as a head coach. You know, he is a 12-3 postseason record at college football. He's a 3-time national champion. He has 0 losing seasons of the 17 seasons that he's coached. He has 0 losing seasons. He's a 5-time Coach of the Year winner. He's had countless players drafted in the NFL, countless first rounders, coached countless players and countless coaching staffs and countless coaches, and he's had a lot of experience around a lot of different programs, and over the years, he's done and experienced and succeeded every single place that he has gone. Again, Urban Meyer is one of the most recognizable and one of the greatest college football coaches to ever coach the game of football, and of course, he's just a great head coach. Everybody knows Urban Meyer. Some people hate Urban Meyer. Some people love Urban Meyer. If you live in Michigan, you're probably more the first one than the second one, but you never know. I mean, Urban Meyer, whether you love him or hate him, he is one of the more recognizable names in college football. And of course, with a resume like that, 187 wins to 32 losses, 12-3 in the postseason, 3-time national champion, 0 losing seasons, that is a hard resume to count against. That is a hard resume to look at and say, I don't want that guy to be my head coach of my football team. Because, I mean, everywhere Urban Meyer has gone, he has been very, very successful. And, I mean, when you have a record like that, you're obviously doing something very right when you're coaching the game of football. And, of course, that is why people want Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer is one of the greatest coaches to ever coach the game. And, I mean, a lot of people want him here. A lot of people were speculating about that last season. And it seems as though those rumors have come back around. It seems like those rumors are starting to spread yet again. However, this time there seems to be a little bit of credit to it, as it does seem that the NFL and the Detroit Lions specifically have been in contact with Urban about the coaching position. Urban Meyer is one of the more experienced coaches in the NCAA, and he is one of the more experienced coaching candidates that the Detroit Lions are going to find this year. He's a 17-year coach. He's been a head coach for 17 years. He was head coach at Bowling Green for a couple years, where they had some winning seasons and even got ranked near the end of his tenure. He was with Utah for 2 years, where they were ranked by the end of his tenure. He obviously went to Florida after that and won 2 national championships with that very, very good Florida defense and that very good Florida team all around. And then he went to Ohio State, where he yet again won another national championship, put Ohio State back on the map, put Ohio State up there with the elite of the elite competition. And obviously that is still where Ohio State stands today, 2 years after his resignation. After his time at Ohio State, he went into broadcasting, he went into the analytics, he went into the broadcasting side of football, and obviously is still very involved with a lot of programs, still very involved with Ohio State, still very involved with the game of football as a whole. So it's not like he's taking time off. It's not like he's taking time away from the game. He's just taking time and, experiencing the game from a different perspective. He's not a coach anymore. He hasn't been a coach for 2 seasons at this point, but he has still surrounded himself with the game of football. He still knows everything. He still is very alert, very aware of everything going on in the NFL, in the college football ranks. He is still very aware and very involved in the game of football as of right now. So, I mean, yes, he's not been a head coach for the past 2 seasons, but he's a very experienced coach. And when he hasn't been coaching, he's still surrounded himself with the game. He's still surrounding himself with people that know the game, with people that know what it takes to be successful, with people that are very knowledgeable about the game of football. If we are looking for experience as the Detroit Lions, you're not going to find more experience than Urban Meyer. You're not going to find more experience as a NFL head coach, or you're not going to find more experience as a head coach and a successful head coach than Urban Meyer is. Urban Meyer is probably the most experienced coaching candidate out there right now. And, if you want experience as your head coach, Urban Meyer is the guy. Urban Meyer is the guy with the most experience. You're not going to find a guy with more head coaching experience. You're not going to find a guy with more experience as a head coach or more experience of running a football team and building a winning football team than Urban Meyer. Now, in saying that, in Urban Meyer's experience, in his 17 years of being a head coach, Urban Meyer, as I said earlier, has been very successful. Great record in the regular season, great record in the postseason, 3-time national championship, all of that. But not even just that, not even just looking at the record, what he does when he builds his team is very, very impressive from my standpoint. Where I stand as a Detroit Lions fan, Urban Meyer builds the exact team that I want the Detroit Lions to have. And it's not always that Urban Meyer has the greatest quarterback. It's not always that Urban Meyer has the greatest players on his roster. Some of the quarterbacks that he's coached include, Tim Tebow, who again was a good college quarterback, but wasn't necessarily the greatest thrower of the football, right? He had Terrell Pryor, very much more of an athlete than a quarterback. He had JT Barrett at Ohio State, not necessarily the greatest throwing quarterback in the NFL. He had Cardale Jones, not necessarily the greatest throwing quarterback at the NFL level, not even necessarily the greatest throwing quarterback at the college level. He went with some, not bad quarterbacks, of course, because they were all good. They all had their strengths, and they all had, things that they could bring and add to the organ, or that they could add to the program and add to the team to help them get success. But none of those 4 guys are really good throwing quarterbacks. None of those guys are NFL quarterbacks, right? None of those guys necessarily are going to be the franchise quarterback. None of those guys are going to be the NFL savior of an NFL team. And yet, even with the deficiencies and even with some of the skills that those quarterbacks lacked, he was still able to play to their strengths to the best of his ability. Tim Tebow was a national championship. He might have won 2 national championships with Tim Tebow. Terrell Pryor won a national championship. I believe JT Barrett and Cardale Jones were on that national championship team. They all had time when they were playing. He worked with a lot of quarterbacks, and not all of them were the greatest throwers. Not all of them were the greatest athletes. Not all of them were the greatest runners. He's worked with Dwayne Haskins. He's worked with JT Barrett and Tim Tebow and Terrell Pryor and Cardale Jones. All of them are different quarterbacks. Some of them have great arms. Some of them don't have great arms. Some of them are accurate. Some of them are not accurate. Some of them are great runners of the football. Some of them are not. He has worked with a lot of different quarterbacks over the years, and in each and every time he gets a different quarterback, he plays to that quarterback's strengths. Whatever that quarterback can do to help the football team, Urban Meyer is going to maximize that potential and maximize that skill to help the team as well as the quarterback be successful at whatever level they're playing at. And not even just to mention the quarterback play, but everywhere Urban Meyer goes, he builds a great team around the quarterback. Everywhere Urban Meyer goes, his team has a good defense. His team has a good running game. His quarterback is not supposed to win every single football game for the team so much as the quarterback is there to help the team win. The team is going to complement the quarterback, and the quarterback is going to complement the team in an Urban Meyer system more so than the quarterback is going to just carry the team to victories over and over and over again. And that's what the Detroit Lions have been living with for quite a long time. The Detroit Lions for so long, for so many years, have relied on Matthew Stafford alone to win them football games. They've never given him an elite defense outside maybe 2014. They've never ever given him an elite running game, as he only has 12 100-yard rushers in his entire 12-year career. He's never had a good running game. Very rarely in his 12-year career has Matthew Stafford had a good defense to rely on. Very often in his career does Matthew Stafford have to put this team on his back and win football games despite the rest of his team really pulling him down and despite the rest of his team making it that much more difficult to win the football game. If Urban Meyer was here, that would not be the case. Urban Meyer, at least at the college level, has built a great running game everywhere that he's gone. He's built a good defense everywhere he's gone. He's built good team football everywhere he's gone. He builds a culture. He builds good team football. His teams play well. His teams play play better than they probably should be playing. He is a guy that gets his players ready. He is a guy that plays to his players' strengths. He calls games to help his players get in good positions to make good plays. He maximizes the skill set of all of his players. If he's here, we're not going to see Jelani Tavai at a defensive end position anymore. We're going to see him at inside linebacker where he belongs. We're going to see Jared Davis in the right position where he belongs. We're going to see Jeff Okudah in a good situation where he belongs. On the offensive side, we're going to run a system that helps Kerryon Johnson get back to his rookie form. We're going to run a system that helps DeAndre Swift continue and improve on what he's already shown and accomplished in his rookie season. If Urban Meyer is here, we will build a complete team because Urban Meyer knows what it takes to build a complete team. Urban Meyer knows what it takes to be the best of the best. He knows what it takes to beat the best of the best. And Urban Meyer not only has done it before, he's done it over and over and over again. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time. And as a result of that, and because of that, and what leads to those things, what leads to Urban Meyer being one of the greatest college football coaches of all time is he knows what it takes to win. He's won it before. He's won 3 national championships, and it's not because he had the greatest quarterback in college football. It's not because he had the greatest single position in football. It's because he built the best team. He built the best football team in college football and coached them because he was the best coach in college football those years. Urban Meyer is one of the best coaches out there right now. He's one of the best coaching candidates out there, and the fact that the Detroit Lions are one of only 2 teams to reach out and contact Urban Meyer about a potential coaching spot is a very encouraging sign to me. You never hear about Urban Meyer looking towards the NFL, right? You heard rumors here and there that, there was the Dallas rumor a little while ago. There's been a couple other rumors here and there, but none of them ever had legitimacy to them until yesterday, when it came out that the Lions and the Jaguars are both going after Urban Meyer. The Detroit Lions are one of 2 teams looking at Urban Meyer right now and trying to get him to be their next head coach. That is the sign of a good football team, and that is the sign of a football team that wants to win the game. That wants to win football games, that wants to go to the playoffs, that wants to go to a Super Bowl. If you want to be successful as an NFL franchise, which is what the Lions seem to be doing at the moment, they truly seem to be committed to winning. They truly seem to be committed to finding the right guy, whether that be a retired head coach, whether that be a college head coach, whether that be a current coordinator, whether that be even a current high school coach. Well, if he's the best guy for the job, the Lions are going to interview that guy, and they're going to get the right guy in the building. The only knock on Urban Meyer really is that he doesn't have the NFL coaching experience. He doesn't have the experience in the NFL, at the NFL level. He doesn't have the experience coaching at the highest level the game is played. But at the end of the day, Urban Meyer can coach football. At the end of the day, Urban Meyer can coach a very good football team. He can make your football team great. He can get the right guys in the building. He can build a very complete and very good team to surround and complement your quarterback. Urban Meyer has not done it at the NFL level, but just because he hasn't done it at the NFL level yet doesn't mean he can't do it. Everything that he has tried, Urban Meyer has succeeded at. Everywhere that Urban Meyer has gone to coach, he has been successful. Everywhere that Urban Meyer has coached, his team is great. His team is great. His team is very, very good, to say the very least. Urban Meyer has never had a losing record. In 17 years of coaching, including 2 years at Bowling Green of all places, and 2 years at Utah in the Pac-12, where it's not necessarily the easiest conference to win in, including the Big Ten and the SEC, he's never, ever had a losing record. He's never, ever had a team go below 8 wins. His worst season was an 8-5 record at the University of Florida. That is his worst season as a head coach, is an 8-5 record where they still went to a decent bowl game and still got a decent amount of hardware at the end of the season. Urban Meyer is a great head coach. He was a great head coach at the college level, and he will be a great head coach at the NFL level if he ever decides to come back and ever decides to take up a job in the NFL. Urban Meyer checks all the boxes. He has the resume. He has the experience as head coach. He has built teams before. He checks all of the boxes. Urban Meyer checks every single box you have for a head coach. You need experience? You got that in abundance. You need a resume of proven winning? He has that in abundance. You need you need proof that he can win football games? He has that in abundance. You need proof that he can win awards? He has that in abundance. You need proof that he can build a good team around a mediocre quarterback like some people believe Matt Stafford is? He has an abundance of that. He has done this over and over and over again. He's done it with great quarterbacks. He's done it with not great quarterbacks. He's done it with defense, great defenses. He's done it with mediocre defense. He's done it with great running backs. He's done it with not so great running backs. He's done it with some of the greats of college football, and he's done it with some of the lesser known players of college football. Urban Meyer always wins. And that is the bottom line. Urban Meyer always wins football games. Whether you have a great team on paper or not, Urban Meyer will win you football games. Whether you have a great quarterback or not, Urban Meyer will win you the football game. Whether you have a great running back to complement your running, or whether you have a great running back to complement your quarterback, Urban Meyer will win you the football game. At the end of the day, you can look at accolades, you can look at records, you can look at the resume, you can look at his longevity, you can look at his experience, you can check all of the boxes off that you want. But the one box that matters and the one thing that is the most important about Urban Meyer is he wins football games. And at the end of the day, that's what you want your head coach to do. I don't care if we have the worst statistical team in the NFL. If we win football games and we win the Super Bowl, I'm happy. If we have the worst passing offense in the NFL next season, but we win the Super Bowl, I'm happy. If we have the worst statistical defense in the NFL and we win the Super Bowl, I'm happy. He has all the stats. Urban Meyer has all the stats. He has all the accolades. He has the winning percentage. He has the tenure. He has the experience. He has the resume. He has everything. And again, I will say it yet again because it is so important. Urban Meyer wins football games. And that's the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter the stats. The awards don't matter. The resume doesn't matter. The experience doesn't matter. What matters is, can your head coach win football games? And when you look at Urban Meyer, that's all he ever does. In 17 years of coaching, Urban Meyer has 32 losses. That is less than 3 losses a year. That is almost 2 losses a season in a 17-year career in 2 of the toughest conferences to coach in and to have longevity in the world. Urban Meyer wins football games. If he ever were to become the Detroit Lions head coach, they should be considered lucky. They should consider themselves blessed because Urban Meyer, if he were to come here and be the Detroit Lions head coach, we will win football games because that's all Urban Meyer does. He wins football games. Now, with all that being said, that is all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the Urban Meyer rumors. Do you think they're true? Do you think they're not? Do you think he would consider coming to Detroit? What do you think he could accomplish if he were in Detroit? Let me know that down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions on this. But with all of that being said, that is all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all tomorrow with more Lions content. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.